I said, I've done presentations, and this is probably one where I can be a little more relaxed. The rest of the stuff I have to be really tight, I have to be really serious about that. So okay, my slide deck vanished. Well, I did my presentation because yesterday I did another one in Dubai, so I just flew in. So probably, this is my agenda, but what I'll probably talk about is a little bit about my journey. My wonderful introducer, who or he was from his grotto voice, gave a great introduction, so I can run through very fast. If this is probably what is all about me, I get paid by my employer for most of the stuff, and I spend probably more time traveling around the world speaking to people. But when I was looking around, and Oprah says this, and she says, if you know you are on the right road, if you're not paid. Oprah can say that, I can't say that. But anyway, I think my day job gets me occupied. But I enjoy traveling, meeting people, and for one simple reason is to learn from my experience. And I think that's probably what has helped me deliver various results in whatever I've done in my life. I think you've heard about me. Home, I'm from Trichy. I went to Camden, and then I went to the different parts of the world. There was a time in my life where I thought I'd go to the US or Canada. My entire family lives there. I said academically rich. So it's playing of the jargons, which says academically rich family. I got 15 doctors in my family. That doesn't mean that I'm also academically rich. Okay, they are. But I think that my experience is I've been honored to meet different people right from my childhood. My uncle went to UK and did his FRCS in the 1950s. So basically for me, I think it was always an experience to go about learning about different parts of the world. My father used to live in the Middle East, so for us, I remember when I landed in Trichy last night, I think it was 1 in the morning, the airport is completely different. I remember seeing it, a small shed. And that was probably the first place in which you want to see when we saw something awesome. There was this propeller flights which would come in and land. But growing from there, for me, I think it was the opportunity that there is a globe and there's so much to learn, so much to enjoy. My experience has always been meeting great people, working with different companies and learning from their experience. And what do I do? Well, as I said, my day job is to deliver IT strategy for an amazing company I work for. But I think, the simple thing I realized is to not reinvent the wheel. There are global CIOs around. There are lots of exceptional people doing it. Why should I take the trouble of doing it myself? Just go learn from them. So that's what I kind of do. I go around, meet people, and do whatever I like. I love IT. The reason I say that is because I work with the different board of directors. And normally when you sit at the board, IT is not really loved. Okay, there are people from the sales. There are people from marketing, there are people from production and manufacturing. They have a different set of lives, and so they're very passionate about it. And at the board, sometimes it's all about politics. And the guy saying, your cost is higher, my cost is higher, I'm delivering the results, I'm bringing the revenue. But trust me, IT is something, unless you have the passion, you're going to take all the negative energy and say, oh, I'm not doing it. I love IT, and I'm very passionate about it, and that's why I think wherever I go, I see that energy in IT. And if you guys want to have a career, that's what you probably need to know. I think you need to have the passion into you. Right. Oh, well, a little bit about my company. Well, they pay me, so let me talk about a little bit. This is a retailer. For those of you who didn't know, you probably hear about Middle East, you probably hear about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, the first thing you hear about is the whale women. Do you know, this company, which actually started from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, they designed some of the best lingerie in the Middle East, and it started from Saudi Arabia, just to break perceptions. And so this is a retailer. It's a private label retailer. It's a franchise retailer. We have, I think, when I left, we probably had 702 stores. The reason I say is we pretty much open almost a store every 3 or 4 days within the 6 countries we operate. I know this business back since almost 10, 12 years. The first time I met them, they had something like 65 stores. So, I'm not probably too old, yes I am. But in the last 13 years, I've been with them, I've grown with them, and it's an amazing retailing business. The only focal area is retailing. They're passionate about it. We create brands, we franchise international brands. We crossed, I think, 1.3 billion dirhams, I think it was 15, depending on whatever it is, to a rupee. And these are the different brands. I'm sure some of you recognize some of you don't. But maybe when you go back, you can Google it, you'll probably know a little bit about it. There's 12 brands, some of it are our own brands. The top two, a little bit, I'll talk to you about it, probably This is Naomi, which is in the Forbes top 40 40 brands from the Arab world. It's a laundry brand, started in 1992, and today we have 176 stores. And then we also have Mikachi. There's a lot of wonderful girls here. I know we love cosmetics. This is an amazing cosmetic chain. We started this in 1999, and in the last 14, 15 years, we've got 250 stores. Now, the key thing to understand, how do you open up to 250 stores? And I think you pretty much are doing all things right in terms of your growth. That's where it goes. You lay the base, keep the foundations right, set the processes, and then you grow up and expand. That's Mikachi, our chain. And these are the other international franchise brands. Body Shop is from UK, which L'Oreal took over. Early Learning Center, that's another brand, and there's other different international brands we deal with. And the last is, again, we came back last 4 years ago. We were growing very strong retail. We understand Middle East customers, but we said we'll give you our customers more of a choice. All right. So basically, we don't want anybody to have a bank balance at the end of the month. We are very sure about it. Okay. So we want to take all the money out of our customers, but then we started creating brands. And as I said, we know what retail is in the Middle East, and we know the Middle Eastern customers. So connecting with the customer is the most important thing. And since we realized that in the last 5 years, we opened a lot of international retailing brands. Just to let you know, our brands are so strong, we get partners from other parts of the world wanting to tie up with us. We pretty much say no to it because you need to know your customer very strongly. And what we've developed and designed is for the customers in the Middle East. So we said we love opportunities in the West, we love the opportunities in India, but when we are right, when we are ready for it. So today with 700 stores, close to $1.5 billion of sales, we continue to expand. Now what does this mean from a business? As I said, I think we wouldn't be here if we didn't get the right things right. We got great customer connect, we got great processes, we got an amazing, innovative, creative team, and we have a sleek technology base that runs on it. I haven't got a slide, but I can probably a little bit market myself. 5 years ago, when we were 260 stores, I used to have a team of 51 people. I felt really good. Wow, I'm managing 51 people. Oh, isn't it nice life? But then today we are 700 stores. I have a team of 28 people. So we pretty much double the size of a business, half the size of our IT. And that's pretty much what a CIO needs to achieve every single day. As you deliver, we work with CIOs. That's what you need to understand. The CIO's got pressures is not to continue increasing operational expenditure while the company continues to grow. So if you have a customer who's probably complaining about things, that's what he's probably doing. And that's what we do in our daily lives.